Hello, TEQ Crypto followers, welcome to our video. Today, we will conduct a technical analysis of the Immutable X coin. Looking at our chart on the daily time frame, we can see that the price movements have been declining. We have already shared this information with you in our previous videos. Right now, you can see these dotted lines. These are support and resistance levels that we will examine shortly on the 4-hour time frame. If we look at the daily chart, the price is currently moving around the 75-cent level, and we also have a support level at 0.633. There have been two previous instances of contact at this level, so we have a strong support zone. Additionally, do we have any intermediate resistance levels? Of course, we do. Approximately around the 0.94 level, we have an intermediate resistance zone. However, what we really want is the significant point of the upward breakout of the major downtrend. Even if the price drops to the 0.633 level, it is important that it doesn't break below this level before the upward breakout of the purple line, which is crucial for us. Let's mention this and analyze the moving averages. Currently, the price is moving near the 200-day moving average. As it appears, the price first broke upward and then broke downward. There isn't a clear indication of a strong uptrend at the moment. However, there could be a short-term uptrend, which we will share with you shortly. What is important is that the 8-day moving average has broken upward and the price movements haven't fallen below this average yet. We are observing a minor decline here, but it's not that significant, because there are still 9 hours until the daily close. So friends, we can interpret this mostly positively. We expect the price movements to break above the 20-day moving average as soon as possible. We are already waiting for the triangle breakout, which won't take much longer. Approximately, we can say there is about 28 days left, which is roughly a month. It is likely to break before a month passes anyway. Along with that, let's start examining our indicators slowly. If we look at our Fisher indicator, friends, we can see that Fisher created a breakout around May 13th, but we don't see much of an upward movement in price. That's because we are in a low volume market. Therefore, according to the indicators, it may not be wise for us to engage in buying and selling. I wanted to show you this. After closing our Fisher indicator, if we look at one of our important indicators, RSI broke above the 30 level in an upward direction, and although it rose a bit, it is currently moving back towards 30. If RSI drops to 30, it is likely that we will see further decline in price movements. As a result, we might see further decline in price movements. Therefore, when the RSI value moves above 30, especially when it crosses above 50, we can consider them as small buying signals. Let's mention this here, and after closing RSI, let's continue examining our chart on a 4-hour time frame. Here, we see that the downtrend has broken in an upward direction. It broke without much volume since it is a low volume market. However, along with that, we can say that an uptrend has started. What is important for us is the rising trend itself. If this trend continues without breaking downward, then, friends, we can say that in a short time, about 12 days, the price movements will break either upward or downward and determine their direction. Of course, if we shift this downtrend slightly, we can also say that it is moving within a small triangle. The triangle here is actually an important point for us, and we shouldn't overlook it. We should also track this triangle. Let's mention that here. As for the price movements, these are almost what we can say, friends. Besides these, we have already shared the points we need to follow with you. We have also shared our support and resistance levels with you. Currently, there may not be a clear buying signal, but, friends, we are at very good levels. We can almost say that we see declines and that we can make good profits at the end of these declines. Let's mention that here as well, and let's slowly come to the end of our video. In this video, we shared the technical analysis of the IMX coin with you. If you liked the video, you can click the like button. You can also subscribe to our channel to be notified of future videos. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos. Hello TEQ Crypto followers, welcome to our video. Today, we will be conducting a technical analysis of Dogecoin. First of all, if we look at the daily timeframe chart, we can say that there is a symmetrical triangle formation with both a descending and an ascending trend. The important points to consider here are the upward breakout of the descending trend line and the non-breaking of the ascending trend line. As you can see, there are dotted lines indicating the rising and falling trends. We will examine them on a 4-hour time frame. If we look at the major line, indicated by a large dotted line, it represents a support level that has been broken to the downside. We drew it for monitoring purposes. Now let's remove that. What is truly important for us is the upward breakout of the triangle formation, which we can draw here. If it breaks to the upside, we can say that it presents a good buying opportunity and it has the potential to rise significantly. We can mention that here as well. We should not forget this. Also, this region can break to the downside. If it breaks to the downside, our first target is the level of 0.06850. Why is this level important? Because in the past, it has served as a strong support level with good price reactions. As seen, it has acted as support, resistance, and support again in the past. Hence, it is a crucial point. If the blue line is not broken to the downside, we may witness a relief rally and further upward movement in price. We can mention that here as well. Furthermore, if we gradually examine our indicators, looking at the Fisher indicator, it provided a buy signal on May 13th with a breakout and the price made a minor upward move from that point. If we look at it approximately, we can say that there was a 4% increase when we bought from this region. Currently, we see that it is at a 2% level. Furthermore, if the Fisher indicator does not produce any downward breakout, we can say that the uptrend in price may continue. After closing the Fisher indicator, if we look at our RSI indicator, we can see that it has broken the descending trend line to the upside. It has actually broken the descending trend line to the upside. While we were expecting a slight relief in price movements, it is still stuck at the level of 3 in the 4-hour time frame. We will examine this shortly. Additionally, it is currently moving around the level of 42. Whichever direction it moves from this point, it is more likely to see an upward or downward movement in price. However, a level we can follow on RSI is 50. If the 50 level is broken to the upside, we may witness a significant upward movement in price. After completing our analysis on RSI, we close that and finally, we will look at the WAVA trend indicator. In the WAVA trend, although it gave a buy signal on May 14th, we can see that the momentum has now flattened, as shown in the WAVA trend. The rise of this momentum is important for us. Additionally, the rapid rise of the lines is also significant for us. Since it broke out of the oversold zone, we interpret it as a strong buy signal. Let's mention that here as well. Lastly, we can say that there is another small triangle in the 4-hour time frame. We have already shown the larger triangle. This is a small triangle, my friends. If we look at how many days are left for it to break, maximum 2 days and 12 hours, so in maximum 2.5 days, this triangle will break. If it breaks to the downside, it can be expected to drop to these levels. Approximately, my friends, it can be expected to drop to these levels. If it breaks to the upside, both the fact that the rising trend is important here, let's mention that. When the descending trend line is broken to the upside, it will hold onto the rising trend, and we can almost say that the price movements are heading towards breaking the larger triangle. Additionally, if it breaks to the downside, a drop is expected. Also, my friends, let's draw attention to the divergence in the RSI. Currently, as you can see, the peaks have dropped. While the peaks are dropping, we see that the peaks between this part have risen. If the peaks of the price movements are dropping while the peaks of the RSI are rising, it indicates a negative divergence and a drop in price movements is expected. Although there is a small increase on the last day, it is possible to see a drop in price movements if the descending trend line, if the rising trend line is broken and the price movements go down. It is important to consider this divergence. Let's mention that here as well, my friends. After closing the RSI indicator, let's slowly come to the end of our video. In this video, we shared the technical analysis of Dogecoin with you. If you liked the video, You can click the like button. You can subscribe to our channel to stay informed about future videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Goodbye. Hello TEQ Crypto followers, welcome to our video. Today, we will share the technical analysis of QuantCoin with you. First of all, if we examine the chart, we can see that there is a downtrend in the daily time frame. Additionally, there is a positive note here, which I will share with you right away because it is an important point. When we look at the RSI indicator, we can see that while the price bottoms are decreasing, the RSI bottoms are rising. When the price bottoms are decreasing and the RSI bottoms are rising, it indicates a positive divergence, suggesting a potential upward movement in price. This is significant. Therefore, we are likely to see an increase in the coming days. Moreover, there is not much time left for the breakout of the triangles. Looking at the smaller triangle, there are approximately 8 days left, while for the larger triangle, there is a maximum of 22 days remaining. Hence, this positive divergence also indicates a possible upward direction. Currently, the RSI is falling. Due to the decline in price movement, it will probably stabilize around the $100.40 level and initiate an upward movement from there. One of the important levels is our interim resistance zone, which is below $100. If this level is broken upwards, considering it aligns with the triangle, we can expect an increase in price movement up to the $133 level. Of course, there will be interim support and resistance zones as well. Especially the $119.80 level is an interim resistance zone for us, and we should not forget that. Particularly if we bought at $100 or $100.607, when we calculate the profit, it would be around 10 to 12%. If we bought at $100, we can expect a profit percentage of around 8 to 9%. Therefore, it is beneficial to follow the breakouts. Of course, if a downward breakout occurs, we still have support zones in between. First of all, the $95 level is an interim support zone for us. The price movement will initially drop to this point. If the $100 level is broken, it is indeed a strong support. We do not want this zone to be breached. If it is breached, the scenario will continue in a negative direction. Let's also mention that here. Additionally, after closing the RSI indicator, let's look at our moving averages. All of the moving averages continue to trend downwards. Currently, since the price is within a descending triangle, the price movement causes the averages to decline. If a breakout occurs in the coming days, both the triangle breakout and the moving average breakouts are important for us. The price movement should stay above the 8-day moving average, especially the 20-day moving average. We want it to be broken upwards. Let's also mention this for a nice medium-term uptrend. Now, if we look at two indicators, Fisher and WAV trend, let's open them, even simultaneously. Currently, we can see that both indicators are giving sell signals. Both of them are giving us sell signals on May 18th. Both of them are below zero, especially WAV trend is in the oversold zone, causing a downward breakout. Therefore, we interpret this as a mild sell signal. As for Fisher, since it has a downward breakout below zero, we also interpret it as a mild sell signal in terms of price movement. We can almost say that there will be a slight decrease according to these two indicators. Now, let's switch our time frame to 4 hours and share what we see in the 4-hour time frame with you. In the 4-hour time frame, there is actually a descending triangle present. In fact, if we draw this point instead of the descending triangle, the price movement is very close to the $102 level. The $102 level is an interim support zone. If it receives a reaction from this zone, the price is expected to rise up to the resistance zone of the descending triangle. It is also beneficial to follow the dotted descending trend line in this interim resistance zone. I wanted to show this to you as well, and let's switch our chart back to the daily time frame and slowly come to the end of our video. In this video, we shared the technical analysis of QuantCoin with you. If you liked the video, you can click the like button. To stay informed about future videos, you can subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.